Hi, it's Karolyn. I thought I would film a quick tutorial on how to get a perfect seam on your buttercream cakes so you don't need to put a border down. I already stacked the cakes and doweled it into the board. So now all I have is a piping bag with icing with tip number 4. I use tip number 4 because it's a pretty big opening right here. If it's a smaller opening, you can use a smaller tip. If it's bigger, you can use bigger. I have a tapered spatula, and I have a cup of hot water, and an Eagles cup, of course. Go Eagles. So what I do is take the tip and put it right here. I have the cake on a stand, on a rotating cake stand. So just squeeze and just keep squeezing a line. Not too much. If I get too much, I'll wipe it off on a paper towel. You don't want to have too much, just enough to fill in the gap. So, okay, almost done. Alright, then I just wipe that off. Now you need a paper towel because you're going to be wiping off the excess. What I do is I stick sorry you can't see, when I'm sticking the spatula in the hot water, I'm not going to wipe it off. I want a little bit of water on here. And I'm going to just press in and lift up. Now this cake is fresh out of the refrigerator. I refrigerate all of my cakes so they are sturdy and they are easy for me to handle. Now I'm just dipping it in the water again and bringing it back up. There is a debate, like some people do refrigerate, some people don't. I just find it easier to handle my cakes and to stack and work with them when they're refrigerated. In the summertime, when you take them out of the refrigerator, they do sweat a little bit, but I keep my air conditioner on blast all the time. In the car, in the house. I actually need sweaters when I work because I keep the house so cold. But just keep dipping the spatula in the hot water and pressing it against that seam and lifting it up, going the whole way around the cake. Now obviously the other tiers, if I want no border, I would do fill it with purple. So I always keep some extra icing in the color that I ice the cake with in case I need to do no border. So this may be able to work with fondant. You got to get the buttercream almost the same color as the fondant, so you may be able to see a line. So I'm not sure. I've done it with white fondant before because my buttercream is the same color. Okay, now I got the whole way around. So I'm just going to kind of go over it again. Just occasionally dipping. See right here, you can kind of see it's not really smooth. So I'm just going to keep smoothing it out. Lifting it up. I'm really just using the water that is on the cake already and dipping it back in the water sometimes. But I don't want to get it too wet, but I want it wet enough so the water smooths out the buttercream. So once you go around, now that I did that, I got it pretty smooth, but now there's extra water. So now what I want to do is take a clean paper towel. I know it was Earth Day the other day, and here I am talking about wasting paper towels. I take this is a select size. I just fold it and lightly turn the cake to try to absorb the water. Oh boy. And then you'll see there's still a little bit down here at the bottom. So I'll try to like use a point or a seam of the paper towel just to stick on there to absorb the water drops that are at the bottom, going the whole way around. Now sometimes when you're doing this, the paper towels will make a little mark So I just go back over it with the spatula and just smooth it out. But it's that easy. And also sometimes you see, I don't know if it'll come up right here, there's a little pock mark in the buttercream, so I'll fill it in, just dip it in the water, and just like a spackling, and I'll wipe it off and just dry it. It's that easy. Hope that helps. Bye.